Okay, so here's your daily dose of happiness from me. What if your idea of God is completely wrong? What if God is not this idea of a person in the clouds or the gateway to this heaven when you die? What if God is something totally accessible to you now? What if by you stilling your mind or recognizing the mind is not who you are, has no truth, that the experience of now becomes this eternalness, this livable expression now. And the only way you can name it, because it's so vast and so pure and so untainted, the only way you can name it, well, actually there's a lot of names. The universe, the universal force for good, the good. Star Wars called it the good, the force. But this experience is greater and bigger than concepts, than the mind. And it's very common to call it God because of its greatness, pureness, vastness, eternalness. And it is divine. And it's like, it means that the great teachings suddenly make sense. When the sages and saints in all traditions have this experience and they talk about it and they call it God, it all becomes the same thing. It becomes so obvious that what we're talking about, what we're all talking about, is this experience that's beyond the mind, that's livable and pure and beyond concepts. And when you just know that and tap into that and live that, then your whole life is coming from this pure divine expression, this radiant source of eternal now. And then you live life from there. So you don't need to be in a cave, but I understand why. You don't need to be in a temple or a monastery, but I understand why, because sometimes you need to remove yourself from the things, the habits and the patterns, even of life, to then fully dive into this. So I understand that that's what people have done, myself included. But I realize too that you don't need to, because it is a true living experience and expression of now. Which means it's available for everyone. Everyone has the ability to let go of thinking, to stop thinking, to rest into this moment and live in complete, it's not even living in connection to the divine, because that still has the idea of me and that, but to live in a complete expression and experience of divinity now, of God. And it's not blasphemy or anything to say that, it's actually truth. It's truth. The greatest version of who you are is actually to live now.